now I want to go ahead and go to our next segment, which is called the heat shields.
Here are your heat shields that will keep you from getting burned. The book Essentialism by Greg McKeown is a masterclass in focusing on what truly matters. Digital tools like Google Calendar, Notion, or Trello are fantastic for time blocking. And don't underestimate mindfulness apps like Headspace or Calm for scheduled mental breaks. And now, back to the Murph Man.
So yeah, so if you like reading, there's a book Essentialism by Greg McKeown. But also use your tools, your Google Calendar, use your notes, use your timers, your clocks, set reminders, do all of that because that will help you plan better. It reminds you, and one thing that stresses everyone out is today recycling day, right?
Oh God, yeah.
Okay, I have a calendar reminder that sends me a message at 6 o'clock. Today's recycling. That's it. I have it every 2 weeks. Comes up without clockwork and reminds me I have recycling. That's one less thing I have to keep in my brain to remember. And he doesn't have to remember because I remembered for him. And don't underestimate mindfulness apps like Headspace or Calm. They literally help you meditate. Now, one thing people don't realize about meditation is you think you meditate to fall asleep. No, you have to physically be awake during meditation and forcibly calming yourself and forcibly getting everything out of your mind. That's how you meditate. You don't just sit there and go, and before you know you're falling asleep. No, you're consciously thinking about your breath in for 4 seconds, out for 4 seconds, called box breathing. Pause for 4 seconds, in for 4 seconds, pause. So 16 seconds, you have a full breath. And you slow your heart rate down. And you don't have to sit down with your legs crossed on the floor. You don't have to do any of that. But you can just sit here and think about it and meditate. And you'll be able to do that. So make sure you guys use those apps and it will help you prevent from getting burned. But now let's talk about those things that we reflect our questions, the reflective questions we can ask ourselves so that we know what we just covered and if we understand it in our session called the afterburn.